Hi, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So I hope each one of you have joined. Okay, let's start with the session. There is one important things which I need to discuss with all of you. So let my participants join, and then we will discuss. Okay. So now today's this part is very important for your all types of food analyst examination, FSO examination, and also when you are working in your field. Okay, when you are working with any food business organizations, or you are owner of any food business or organizations, then this part is quite helpful for you. So just listen carefully and participate in the session. And I request all of you to, whatever questions will be there, please ask. And whenever there is a MSQA in this PPT, please answer in the WhatsApp group. Okay, you can answer in the WhatsApp group, no problem with that. Okay, so now let's begin. Sampling and analysis. So many things might be we have discussed, and many things is left. I think yesterday session laboratory we have discussed, right? What is the laboratory? How many types of laboratory? Now, what is happening in the laboratory? Okay, what is the use of laboratory? Or so rest of the process we will understand here. So this 2.4 is the part of food safety standard rules. Okay, so it is something like in when you saw in the act, so some sections was already discussing about the job of food safety officer, job of the food analyst. Okay, then this is little bit more. This presentation is in more detailed form. Okay, what we have spoken in the act. Now, sampling and analysis. So where you will find about sampling and analysis in the Act rules and regulations. So section 47 of FSS Act, you will find this. Rules number 2.4, you will find about the sampling and analysis. And there is one regulations, laboratory and sampling analysis 2011. So you will find there also. So it means regarding sampling and analysis, you will find at three different documents. First is in the act. To support the act, it is in the regulations, and also it is in the rules. Okay. So I have tried to merge all the three parts in single slide so that you should not be in confused. You should not be confused. Okay. So I think maximum of you have joined. We can wait for another 10 minutes, then we can announce the important information. Now, what is the food sampling? So, food sampling is a process drawing a sample or a small portion of the food. So, you might be aware, right? We have spoken several times. So, let's say you have this much quantity of the food. So if you talk about this much quantity, it can be in the packet, like you have the 10,000 package of same product. Okay, same batch number, same nature of the product, 10,000 packet is there. Or there is a tanker. Let's say there is a milk tanker. So it is in the bulk, right? It is loose products. It is in the loose products. So what is sample is? Sample is taking a representative sample. Representative product means when you are taking a small portion, so it is representing whole lot. Okay, so it represents nature of the whole lot. So whether it is packed food or loose food, it represents nature of the whole lot. So let's say whatever result of this product, okay, it will be assumed that this is the result of all the entire lot or entire food products. So that is the sample. So that's what it says. Is representative of the population, lot of food for testing analysis, right? So that is the sample. A food sample is normally drawn to check the safety and standards of the food. What is the whole purpose? What is the ultimate purpose of the food sample? Why you are, when you are working in the food industry, why you do testing? There is one purpose. So single purpose is now you have invested a lot of money in the food safety. You are regularly conducting food safety training. uh, your equipment is on the top notch, right? And now you are about to sell your product into the market. So ultimately, your consumer do not know your about your infrastructure, about your talent. These all are hidden things. What a consumer know is all is product. Your product is everything for them. Okay. Now, so you want ultimately your product should be free from contaminations and it should be as per the all the rules regulations of the India. Okay, so you want to make ensure that my product is going to the market, so it should be as per the Indian rules and regulations. If it is your market is in India, and if your market is some foreign country, so you want to ensure your product is meeting all the requirement of that exporting company where you are exporting. So that is the purpose of the food sampling. Now, what is the objective of food sampling? It can be asked in any FSSI examinations, and I will wait you. Now today I did so many tweaking in the presentations. Today was actually I must say today will be the one of the best training session. Okay, many things we have done here. So just have a look. Now, objective of the food sampling. What is the objective? Now you want what you want to achieve. Objective means what you want to get after the sampling. It is just a, like for example, yeah, objective is the goal. So now you are investing. No, it's not the goal. Objective is about how you are going to achieve the goal. Okay, how, it is all about the how. Now objective of the sample means now you have invested a lot of money. So what do you want to achieve and how you going to achieve? Okay, so the main objective of the food sampling should be born in the mind while deciding program. Means when you are doing sampling, okay, these things should be in your mind. So it means all these things, whatever is listed there, it should be in your goal. It is in your mind. Now, why this is important to understand? When you become the food safety officer, or so many food safety officers are may have the bad intentions. Okay, they want to take some grudge, personal grudge, or something. So they will go and they will leave the sample. So that is not the objective. Okay, collecting sample to create fear in the market is not objective. Understood? Main objective is to protect public health. So if you want to know how many adulterated food, you want to know the current safety status of the product. So you want to ensure means you want to take sample to be ensured. If your product is safe, if that particular product is safe, it means that particular brand or the food product is safe, right? And safe supply is in market. Detecting fraudulent activities. So when you will take the samples, you can also find out some adulterated food in the market. So you can dig out, you can do the root cause analysis. Okay, you can go for the tracking of actual fraudulent who is doing so, and you can bust that malpractices. So that is the objective of the food fraud. That is also one of the objective, so that you can catch the fraudulent people and you can put them behind the bar. Giving customers sufficient information to make informed choice. Now, for example, whenever paneer will be tested in the market, okay, majority of the paneer which is sold in the loose or which rate is very less, okay, they are actually adulterated, right? So like if there is two shop, one shop is selling packed paneer, branded packed paneer, which rate is about 340 or 400 rupees kg or 340 rupees kg, same. And another shop which is selling loose, but they are selling in 200 rupees per kg. There might be many difference, right? So it is not like, the manufacturer is one of the branded companies, so branded company want to earn more money. It is not in the case of the paneer. Okay, actually 1 kg paneer can only give you about 150 gram to 200 gram paneer, not more than that. And the current market rate, milk rate is like 60 rupees per kg. Okay, so 60 means 300 rupees. To make 1 kg paneer, they have to spend 300 rupees. Then how come that paneer rate will go to 200? We can assume what is going behind making that 200 rupees kg paneer. Understood? So so in this case, they want to educate public. Okay, they will publish in the newspaper. They will publish the data also. How many paneer sample they have collected and what from which locations. And sometimes what happens, they also put the brand name, brand this adulterated, those who are doing adulterations. So owner name, brand name, shop name, everything they will put on the paper, so that people should not purchase any food products from them for the safety purpose, right? So that is the objective number 3. So ensuring that the food standards are maintained. So of course, ensuring, so protecting public health, detecting fraudulent activity, ensuring the food standards are maintained. This is all the interrelated. So ensuring means, of course, they will do testing based on certain parameters. So if parameter is meeting, so and it means they are ensuring there is quality and safe supply in the market. For example, there is a trans fat level in the fatty product is 2%. Okay, currently 2% trans fat acid, trans fat should be in your any kinds of fatty products, whether it is deep fried or cooking oil or any kinds. It should be only 2%. So government want to know whether it is 2% or it is 5%. Okay, so in this case also they do the surveillance sample for the uh, to check only the trans fat level. So if let's say the 99% 99% of fatty products or oil is their trans fat level is less than 2%, it means a standard is meeting. Okay, people is following the standards, and if it is not meeting, then they will take extra precautionary step. Okay, let's say ki percentage level is very less, then they will do the drive, like the particularly they will target the oil manufacturers. They will take samples. Okay, they will put penalty if they are not following. So for that purpose they also do the surveillance sample. Informing the enforcement approach. So this is one types of enforcement approach. Of course, if you see in the newspaper, the daily food inspector is taking samples, visiting to the shops, so people will have the confidence and people will see, like, the FSO is working, FSSI is working in India. People will have the trust on the food products, and also it will give confidence to honest manufacturers. Okay, it will give confidence to the honest, because what is happening actually, if you are honest, so or if you are honestly making paneer, then you cannot sell less than 350 rupees, because right, actual cost. But the fraudulent people, they will sell 150 rupees or 200 rupees. So if many people has started doing the fraudulent activity, then uh, somewhere dishonest people will not be motivated. They will close the shop, and ultimately it is the loss of public health. So to protect the interest of the honest people and the public health, they also take sample, they put the penalty, they publish everything in the newspaper. They will send them behind the bar so that honest citizens and the honest manufacturers should not suffer. Okay. Then proving product quality advice to the producers. Proving product quality advice. It means it also something, let's say you are the honest manufacturer and sample has been lifted. So it means now you are saying your product is good, but if sample has been passed from the FSSI, then you can uh, you can show to the world also. You can say your customer also, yeah, my sample has been lifted and FSSI FSSI has also passed my sample. Okay, so you can prove them, not through the publishing, because publishing of any report is prohibited. But of course, when you are discussing, your market people will can show the test report also. And we have already spoken about the promoting fair trade, like the supporting the honest people and putting dishonest people behind the bar. So that is the main objective of the food sampling. Any questions here? Any questions here?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, Hemant, please.
Sir, can you please repeat this last third point once again? Because, sir, I thought that you are little fast in this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. See, last third is informing the enforcement approach. Informing the enforcement approach means, uh, like food inspector, food safety officer went to the market. They did search. They seized the products. They taken the sample. Okay. So the whatever the activity they are doing, it is happening in the market. So people is also observing that things. Understood? Let's say one shopkeepers, one mithai wala, one mithai wala food safety officer has went. Okay. So people is observing. And in this case, what is happening? Ki, since people is observing, it means people will have confidence on the work of the food safety officer. It means the food safety officer is working well. Okay. Means the food safety officer is working well. Now what will happen? You will have trust on the food safety officer. It means you will have trust on the system. Okay, you cannot say ki whatever food safety officer is not working, every food is adulterated, no one is paying attention. At least you cannot say. Understood? So that is the informing the enforcement approach. It means they are by taking sample, they are informing to the consumer also कि we are working, we are taking corrective actions, okay, we are protecting your health, and also they are informing to the manufacturers कि boss, you are not free to do all the fraudulent activity. You cannot sell adulterated food products. So that is the information. And also these things is also discussed in the ministerial level, the meeting. What is the current status of the food? Okay, means each department have to show their performance, right? So the food safety department also have to show their performance. So that is the informing the enforcement approach. Proving product quality advice to the producer. So proving product quality means like I have taken sample. I am the FSO and I have taken sample. One moment. Okay, sorry. So proving product quality means I am the FSO and I have collected sample from your premises. Now what will happen? Now, what will happen in this case? Okay, if FSSI report is okay, there is no problem with your food products. It means it will give you confidence to you also. So that is the proving product quality advice to the producers. Proving product quality means as per your standards, you are satisfied. But if I say your product is good, okay, my test report is saying your product is good. My test means it is the FSSI test report. It means you will also have a confidence on your product quality. So that is the meaning of proving product quality. Promoting fair trade, deterring bad practice. So promoting fair trade means we have already spoken ki there are many fraudulent people who are doing selling adulterated paneer with the cheaper rate, but you are the honest people. You cannot adulterate, and you cannot sell, you cannot adulterate, and of course you cannot, since you are not adulterating, you cannot sell to the cheaper rate. Actual cost is there, so your rate will be little higher than the market. So FSSI, when they are taking sample, they are taking enforcement actions. So in this case, what is happening? The fraudulent people, they are catching them. Okay, they are putting behind the bar, they are giving the penalty. It means discouraging their activity. They are discouraging their activity. So what happens? Ki you will feel incurred, because those who were selling paneer with the rate of 200 rupees, now they are no more. Okay, so they are no more. Now only people like you are in the market. So you will feel encouraged, and you will sell the product in the better quality way, and also you can earn money. So your business can also flourish. So that is the purpose of the objective of the food sampling. Is it okay now? Understood?
Yeah, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Acha, now I am going to announce one important thing is, as I have seen, uh, there is a decline in attendance. Okay, so might be, since this program was only for the 45 days and many of you are students. So students means you might have certain other work, your college has started, or you might have got some somewhere some you might have got some appointment in some factory. Okay, so you might not want to continue this session, and so you just need the certificate, and uh, you many of you may want to discontinue the session. Okay, I am okay with this because already 45 days got over, and we have already spoken on this matter, and we have also internally discussed with our team. So we have got the details of all of you releasing the certificate. So we are going to release the certificate. So all of you will get the certificate now. There are certain process we will follow. We will communicate through the WhatsApp group. Okay, so that is the one, your training sessions and the 45 days session, everything is over now. Now, second part is, since food analyst examination is there, and many of you want to sit for the food analyst examination. Okay, so and also I have the passion to give training. Okay, my passion is not to earn money and take money from you. My passion is to deliver effective training. And so I don't want to discuss to those people, okay, who want to make career in the future. So I want continue doing training with them who are regularly attending. Okay, so for this purpose, all of you will get certificate, there is no problem with that. But we are going to create a separate WhatsApp group, and that separate WhatsApp group only those people will join, okay, who are really interested to become food safety officer or food analyst, or who want to continue their learning with us. Okay, so you can join. So maximum, like all the syllabus of the FSO we will try to cover within this month. So till you will be here with us till 1st September 2023. No additional charges. Okay, you can say like it is the free of cost for you people. So it's up to you if you want. But condition is you need to attend the session on the regular basis. Then my hard work and your hard work will fulfill. Okay. So that was the important information. Same thing I have put it on the WhatsApp group. Yes, certain people are suffering from. Yes, this session will be for the FSO also, food analyst and FSO also. So yes, several people are like a few people are suffering from some problem. Okay, due to genuine things that they are missing 1 or 2 sessions. So I can understand it, and there is no restriction for them. They can message me personally, and I will add them to the separate WhatsApp group. Okay, so that is the important information, right? So please do not take in other ways because I know. Now let's continue with the session. So that is the objective. So now we have already know, right? There are two types of sample: legal sample and surveillance sample. So there is no need to uh, discuss it again, and we will discuss it. It will be discussed again and again. So what is the legal sample? It is the enforcement sample. Legal sample means enforcement sample. The enforcement of the food law is primary. The responsibility of the food safety officers of the states and union territory. Yesterday we have spoken, right? The food safety officer's job. What is the food safety officer's job? The food safety officer's job is to enforce the actual law. The food safety officer will be in the continuous touch with the food manufacturer or food business operators. And continuous touch means it's not the hi, hello, how are you? Okay, I am coming for the lunch. Yeah, pack to give me 2, 3 packet. It is not the touch. It is not the continuous touch. Continuous touch means with respect to enforcing the law, food safety officer will be in touch with the manufacturers. How? So food safety officer will visit for the inspections. They will visit for the sample collections. Okay, they will visit for other purpose also to get certain informations. Okay, for the they will visit with certain notice. Okay, like the improvement notice or provision order or emergency provision order. Okay, so every activity will be done only by the food safety officer. So food safety officer uh, is the persons of the enforcement agencies who will be in direct contact with the food business operators. Sometimes their food authority organize one meeting with the food operators. So to communicate the date, training date, meeting date, food safety officer will be in touch with the food business operators, right? So that is the main job of the food safety officer. So effective routine sampling is an essential. Routine sampling should be there. Routine means routine means frequent sampling should be there. Sometimes there should be means actually they have target. Nowadays you can say like the district magistrate or the designated officer. Okay, they give target to them. Every month you have to collect the 300 samples or 400 samples. So this is the routine activity for them. Okay, sometimes they will go to the X plant, Y plant, Z plant, and they will continuously collect the sample. So that pressure, enforcement pressure should be maintained in the market. Okay. Legal sample are those sample where after the analysis, so after the analysis, if product fail, product not meeting the requirement, then prosecution will be started. Prosecution in terms of penalty and prosecutions can be in terms of imprisonment also, right? So that is the legal sample. We all know if it is just penalty, then DO will decide. Okay, DO will just intimate to the food commissioner. Everything need to be communicated to their boss, but the final decision will be DO decision will be the final decision. Okay. So means DO is authorized to take the final decision. But if there is a provision of imprisonment, then food commissioner will take the final decision. Okay, and final decision means food commissioner will send that paper to the court, executing court or a special court. All right, we have spoken. So just for your revision, if imprisonment is up to 3 years, then they will refer that case to the executing officer. Executing officer is a court also. Okay, it is a court. And if imprisonment is more than 3 years, then there is a special court. A special court, so it is as like the high court. Okay, their judges will be appointed by the high court only. So this is the special court. Two types of court, and these two types of court will only work for the food safety, FSSI. They will not take any other cases. It is the dedicated court. Understood? So the sample can be used for the prosecution. Legal sample are drawn as per the sampling procedures. So there is a sample procedures which we will know. We will comes to know what is the sample procedure. So it will should be done. And legal sample means sampling can be taken by 2 persons. Okay, only 2 person in the FSSI is authorized to take the sample. Can you please name that person name? Person name is designation name. Can you please name designation name? Okay, one is the FSO. And what is the another designation name? Authorized person. Name its designation is named as authorized person. Authorized person only take the imported food sample. Those sample which is importing, so that authorized person name is their designation is only the authorized person. So central means CEO will name that person. They will authorize them to collect the sample from the imported uh, product. So that is the name is the authorized person. Okay, so two, a food safety officer and authorized person. Surveillance sample. So surveillance sample will be for surveillance, survey, and research, and cannot be used for the prosecutions. So major difference between the legal and surveillance sample is legal is taken for the prosecutions, and surveillance sample is not for the prosecution. Surveillance sample is just for a study purpose, research purpose, to know the overview of the safety, product safety in the market. So this type of sampling is done to monitor the safety and quality of the food manufactured. Okay, so the it is done for the monitoring. Okay, means the overview of the current food product quality standards in the market. So the government want to just monitor it, want to know. For example, let's say last year 60% food was safe, milk was safe, 40% found adulterated. So now they want to see what is the improvement in this year, whether the improvement is there or decline is there. If suppose there is improvement, then the government can focus on the corrective action which they have taken. And suppose there is a decline, previous year there was 60% pass, but this year only 50% pass. So government can take a strict action. Okay, so for that a strict action means they can empower the consumer also. They can say public, if you comes to know, please let us know, and I will give you 50,000 award or 1 lakh award. So if you are bringing any fraudulent activity to the FSO notice, you will get reward. So that things can also be, that corrective actions can also be taken by the government. So that is the surveillance sample. So this may be an ongoing process. So this is ongoing. Ongoing means it is not actually, it is not by law. It is government can take decision. Okay. So food authority can decide it, a state food safety commissioner can decide it for the surveillance sample. The policies, plan and program all may be formulated by the food authority. So these things, now surveillance sample will always be notified by the food authority. Now there is one more difference between the legal sample and surveillance sample. For legal sample, FSO is authorized. FSO can go and take any can take legal sample from anyone and also anytime. They need not to take any approval or anything. But for the food surveillance purpose, if they get notification from the top, now you have to start doing surveillance for the used cooking oil. Then in that, when they get this information, then along with the legal, means legal things they cannot leave. Okay, legal is their part, routine job. So apart from that, as soon as they are getting message from the top, okay, they will go for the surveillance. So surveillance decision cannot be taken by the FSO. It is always derived by the top. Okay, food commissioner will inform or CEO will inform. Okay, let's drive, do this, let's do this. Then surveillance sample can be done. Okay. The surveillance sampling may also be done by the central authority or joint. So central or a state both can do. There is no problem with that. Any questions here? Any questions here? Okay, so let's, if you do not have questions, then let's move. And I have a lot of questions for you. Now, under which circumstances a sample can be drawn? So one is the consumer complaint. So consumer complaint means if I have complained against your product, so food safety officer had to collect the sample, and that is the rights has been given to the consumer also. You can complain it, and you can complain through online, Food Safety Connect or websites or state health department portal. So I have shown you that grievance portal, right? So you can complain through that, and government has to take sample, and they have to close that complaint on the portal only. Food hazard warning and food suspected of contamination. So food hazard warning. So food hazard warning, sometimes lettuce got contaminated with E. coli. Okay. So sometimes what happened, dal got contaminated by some types of pesticides, like fish got contaminated by formalin. Like these days, one drive has started to check the quality of fruits and vegetables. Okay. So one notification has come. So whenever certain notifications or communication, okay, shared by the government regarding particular hazard, they can collect the sample. Once upon a time, there was bread was potassium bromate was used in the bread, and that was considered as carcinogenic. So food safety officer has focused on the bread sample. Okay, so that actually these all are the driving force of the food sampling. Okay, means food sampling means the focus. Which products they will collect the sample, which products they will target. So these all are the driving force to target the product. Changing local concerns. So some like local concern means your festival. So like sometimes you have your means different religion has their own festivals. So when there is a time of festival, uh, certain products sale will be high, very high. So fraudulent people will get chance to adulterate the product. Okay, because sale is high, so they can earn more money. So that local concern can drive them to collect the sample. So surveillance sample, legal sample, everything can be done. Additional national surveillance program be spoken. New business. New business means now there is a provision in the act. When you are applying for when you are applying for license, renewal of the license or something, okay, or the new license, inspections will be there. One, so in during the inspection, food safety officer can also collect the sample. So that is the meaning of new business. New product or manufacturing practices in existing business. So now this, what is the meaning of new products? So you all know कि license is given for the product only. It is the product specific license. In one particular license, when you are getting for license, okay, you have to add the product name. So suppose some you have added new product, okay, in the existing license, so that sample may get collected. And observation during factory inspection. So whenever food inspector comes to your premises, they can collect the sample. So that is the circumstances. At which circumstances your sample can be collected. So might be someone has complained, might be something is going in the market which is related with your product. Okay, so that is the second one. Changing local concern. So might be festival. It is the festival time. So third one, additional national surveillance. It means some surveillance is happening. New business means it might be like you have started a new business. It is your new manufacturing plant. So these all are the reason for the sample collection from your premises. Now, do you have any questions so far? If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay. Now, each one of you have to start answering on the WhatsApp group. Okay. So there is a questions now. And this is the new things we did actually. Today I have prepared many objective questions. Whole day I was working for you only. Okay, I was thinking how I can help you in cracking food safety officer examination or food analyst examination. So whole day actually I had work. So this is the outcome of today's work, and it is still incomplete. So please answer this question in the WhatsApp group. Which one of the following specifically outlines the procedures of sampling and analysis along with the sample size of the various products? It means they are asking which documents is guiding us about the sampling. Okay, which legal documents is guiding us about the food testing and sampling? So what is the right answer? Can you please on the WhatsApp group? A, B, C, D. Waiting of your answer. Okay, one of three, four, five, six, seven. I am counting. Eight, nine, nine. I will wait for you. You are important for us. I will wait for you. Okay. So let's see the right answer. Yes. So section 47, then 2.4 of the food safety standard regulations, and then laboratory and sampling analysis regulations. So these three documents, legal documents, talks about the sampling. According to section 40 of the regulation, what does a purchaser have the right to do? We all know what is the section 40. So now this is the next questions. So section 40 has empowered purchaser for something. So what is that empowerment? So A, B, C, D. So Nidhi has answered. Thank you. You are the first person. Harita, Aditi, very good. Now people have started. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. People have started saying C. Request and analysis for purchased food. Okay. Wow, you are smart. Let's wait for other person answer. How many people have answered of these questions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Now I should give timer. Now next time I will say कि within 30 seconds you have to answer. I cannot allow you more than 30 seconds. So within 30 seconds you have to quickly answer. I know you have to shuffle your WhatsApp and this. So 30 seconds. So let's see what is the correct answer of this. Very good, excellent. You won. Request and analysis of the purchased food. Now, which one of the following statement is wrong with regards to objecting? Sorry, it's not the objecting. It is the objective of the sampling. Which one of the following statement is wrong? This is the wrong statement regarding objective of the sample. Regarding objective, okay? So let me correct it. Objective. I'm correcting it. So one moment, I'm sharing. So you can continue answering on the WhatsApp group. Okay, so none of the above. Very good. Now, what action should be taken if an adverse result is obtained from the analysis of legal sample? So you have taken legal samples and the result is adverse. Now, what action you are going to take? So you have 30 seconds. Time has started now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Time's up. Wow, all of you have said B. Very good, yeah, interesting. Let's see, legal action should be initiated along with the relevant, yes, for the quick relief. No action, so this is no wrong, so B is wrong, so correct one. Which one of the following is not a permissible use of drone surveillance sample? So which one of the following is not permissible when you are drawing surveillance sample? Very easy question. Very easy questions. Read it carefully. Is not permissible. You cannot do when you are drawing the samples. You are not. You cannot do it. So those who have answered, please answer. You can answer it again. Okay. Very good. So prosecutions is not allowed. Okay. So surveillance sample is taken for the survey purpose, research purpose, for the monitoring purpose, but prosecution cannot start it. So instead of prosecutions, what you can do? So of course, suppose sample got failed. Can you please answer this? So if samples got failed, so of course you cannot prosecute them. But instead of prosecutions, what action you can take? Please write on the WhatsApp group. Okay, you cannot say na okay, okay, I can't do anything. You cannot say. So type it. Yesterday, I think we have spoken this. What you will do? Can you please type? No, prosecution you cannot do. So instead of prosecution, it is you can send what notice? Improvement notice. Very good. Yes, you can send them improvement notice. Very good. Now what is next? What is the purpose of drawing sample by FSO? Now we are here in these questions. In these questions, I am not specifying whether it is the legal or the surveillance, but I am saying just FSO. Whenever FSO is collecting sample, what they can do with that sample. Okay, I have not specified. So okay, all of the above. Very good. What is the limitation of using the sample for legal purpose? Okay, now you have to tell them which one of is the related with the legal sample. Tricky questions. But when I was going through the food analyst examinations and the questions, I was realized that for the one paragraph, they can ask you questions in more than 4 to 5 different ways. So that's why that is the new things I did here. Same questions can be asked in the different way, so that you can everything can settle down in your memory. So answer is you are saying few of you are saying C, few of you are saying D. Now, what is the limitations of using the sample for legal purpose? Limitations means what you can do with the legal samples. That is the purpose. What you can do. Now you are saying C, so it cannot be used for prosecution. Why? Legal sample is for the prosecutions. Okay, what is the limitations of using the sample for legal purpose? What is the limitation of using the sample for legal purpose? It cannot be used for prosecution. This option is wrong. Okay, it should be the none of the above. Okay, when you talk about it should be answer is none of the above, because legal sample is for the prosecution only. Okay, let me correct this answer, please. One moment, is answer is wrong. So let me correct. This none, none of the above I have added here. The correct answer is none of the above. Why none of the above? They are saying what is the limitation? What is the limitation of using the sample for legal purpose? Now it can, you are right. One moment. Who has said? Sunidhi. Sunidhi, you are right. The legal sample is taken for the prosecution. But here they are saying it cannot be used for prosecutions. So that's why we cannot select C. They are saying it cannot be used. Why it cannot be used for the prosecution? It can be used for the prosecutions. Okay, that's why C option is also wrong. It is a none of the above. Okay, legal sample,
Okay, sir.
legal sample is not done for the research purpose, survey purpose. Okay, they just do for the prosecution. They want to see whether you are following or not. If following, okay, not following, prosecution. Now, what action can lead a food safety officer to believe that food article is being manufactured, stocked or sold or exhibit for sale in contravention of the provision of the direct rules regulation? Now they are saying कि if food safety officer is coming to your premises, okay, then if food safety officer is coming to your premises, then what what will force them to take legal action against you? What will force them to take legal action against you? So correct answer is D. Very good. So lack of proper labeling, that is also deviations. Expired food, also deviation. So these all are the also deviation. Now, under what circumstances can food safety officer dry a sample for inspection? I hope you will answer this. Under which circumstances? So we have already discussed ki, how how a food safety officer will come to your premises to take sample. What is forcing them to come to your premises to take sample? What is forcing them? Okay, so what might have happened? Hmm. Many of you are answering A. Are you answering for this slide? Read all the options carefully. Let me read for you. When there is a complaint received regarding the quality or safety of the food product articles. Yes, this is right. So whenever a complaint has been received regarding your food, so food inspector can lift your sample from your premises. That is correct. Now let's go for the B. When there is a suspicion that the provision of Act rules regulation are being violated. So when food safety officers suspect that in the market uh, rules regulation is not being followed, like the for example the paneer or during the festivals time, so then that time also they can come to your premises to take the sample. That is also right, correct. That is, C is saying when there is a routine inspection scheduled for the establishment. So suppose there is a routine audit is scheduled, okay, so like every year it is mandatory for inspection, so is the mandatory, or when you are applying for renewal or the new license, inspection will happen. So when they are coming, then they can take sample. So that is also correct. So answer, correct answer is all of the above. Okay. Any confusion on this slide? Any confusion? Because many of you have answered some different A, C, something, something. Okay, what circumstances food seller believe that food article is being contraband? Now answer this. Yes. So the food articles is manufactured but does not comply. So yes, the food article is being stocked in, yes. The food article sales price exceed the regulated amount. So all of the above. The food articles sales price exceed the regulated amount. The food articles sale price exceed. We cannot say exceed, but deviations we can say. Okay, no one is going to sell higher rate. Higher rate is not, but food articles, some deviations should be there. Like the paneer, if someone is selling 200 rupees, but in the market price there is 300 rupees. So in this case, food sample can get collected. That means food safety officer can suspect. Okay, very good. So I hope you have enjoyed this part session, right? Now let's procedure for taking sample and manner of sending it for the analysis. Now, how a food sample will be lifted? Means what is the procedures and how they can send? So what is the procedures to send? Since this is food analyst examination is there, so it is very important part. Now, two-person is empowered to take sample. One is the food safety officer and another one is the authorized persons. Okay. So the food safety officers is empowered for taking sample of food for analysis under clause A of subsection 1 of section 38 and section 47. Okay. So section 47 also they are empowered and section 38 also they are empowered. Now how what they will do? Shall call, so which we have already discussed, right? When suppose now food safety officer has came to your premises. Now food safety officer is in your premises. So what they will do? One witness should be there. And that witness, what is the purpose of the witness? There are two purposes of the witness. One is the to witness means what? Witness means there is someone is witnessing that actually food safety officer has collected sample from the particular manufacturer plant. So that is the meaning of witness. Sakshi, right? That is a such proof that actually food sample has been collected from the premises. There is no manipulation during the sampling. So shall come. So there should be one or more than one witness. Then obtain the signature from the witness in all the form and document prepared. So that form is, so they will write each batch number, everything on the paper. So they will take signature on the paper, and also they will also take witness signature on the sample. So two look witness shall sign on two locations. One is the documents, that is the piece of paper, and second one is on the sample also. Okay. So two different locations they have to sign. Then this is important questions. Now immediately a notice will be given to the food business operators. Means food safety officer is in your premises. Now food business operator will serve you a notice. So notice is nothing but it is a form from where they have written all the information, and then they immediately after the completion of the process, sampling process, that form or that duly signed paper they will give to you, and that paper is notice, means it is a information that sample has been collected from your premises. This is the legal notice. So this now this this part is about the legal sampling. When legal sampling is happening, then all this formality will be done. Okay, but the surveillance sample might be this formality will not done. So this is the form 5A. Dear sir and madam, 2 means your address, your name will be there. Dear sir and madam, this is the format actually. I have this day taken the sample of food from premises, shop, market of. So your name will be there at your means your market of so local area or your shop number. Okay, situated at means the localities. Let's say it is in the Jaipur. So let's say my house, some means my shop, someone has collected. So shop number they will say situated at. So what is the local area? As specified below to have the same analyzed by the food analyst for. So food analyst for what purpose they are going. So they will mention the against which parameters food analyst will do the testing. Understood? Against which parameter? So they will specify the parameter name on the paper. Okay, whether it is the chemicals, so for what chemicals they are, they will mention this. Details of the food, so batch number, parameter to be tested, so everything they will they will put in this for form 5A, and then you can see there is a witness column is also there. So one copy they will give to the food business operator. Any questions here? Any questions here? Any questions? You can type. Yeah, Harita, you have any question? Okay. Now, in case the food business operator discloses that, now this is also important.
Sir,
Suppose, yeah, Harita.
sir, whether the food analyst will be there during the inspection?
Sorry.
So during inspection, whether there will be presence of food analyst or
No,
not?
no, 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 no. My dear friends, food analyst job is in laboratory. Food analyst will not leave the laboratory. Their work area is only in the lab. Field work is FSO. FSO have the field work. So food analyst role is very different, and FSO role is very different. It is clear. Field job. Food safety officer has field job. Food safety officer will not go to the lab for the testing. They will collect and they will give. They will send food to the laboratory. Food analyst will not leave the laboratory. Okay, they sample they whatever has received in the laboratory they will do the testing. That's it. Okay. Now, what is here? Point number 4. So, suppose I am a shopkeeper and I am selling some, the Amul or some other branded food products or packed food products. And I say, ki, sir, this food sample is, I have purchased this food sample from that distributor, yeah, that shopkeeper. And this is the bill, this is the formula. I have the proof. I have purchased that sample from that shopkeeper. So what happened in this case? Okay, now one copy, same thing, same notice. Okay, one copy they will send to that distributor, stating that, and they will attach the additional documents why they are sending notice to them. Okay, I have collected a sample from these shopkeepers, and they have shown me the documents. Okay, they have purchased these products from your shopkeepers. So this is the bill name. So we have taken the legal sample. So just I am informing you regarding this, right? So it is so here takeaway is shopkeeper is also shopkeeper, those who are selling, okay, they are also part of that, and from there where they have purchased they are also part of that. Okay, so if any deviation will be found, then legal action will be taken from both parties. Now what happened in this case also, distributor can also say ki, sir, I have purchased this product from that manufacturer. So then one legal notice from the FSSI will be sent to the manufacturer also. So this is the chain. One sample which has been lifted from a shopkeeper, same food products, three different parties can get notice. Okay. So now, so it means food manufacturers, it means those who are culprit, okay, all will get penalized equally. Equally means if it is the 50,000, so each one of you have to pay the 50,000 rupees penalty. And if it is the life imprisonment for three, if it is the imprisonment for the 3 years, then 3 years for the shopkeeper, 3 years for the distributors, and 3 years for the manufacturer also. Why so? Because it is written in the law, no one is authorized to sell, distribute, or manufactures unsafe food. So seller is also equally guilty. So seller is guilty. What does it mean? It means each one, those who are engaged in the food business, they must know the food safety law. Okay. Now next, in case where the sample is drawn from an open container. Now what happens? Now it is not the packed food. It is the um, open container. So open container means it is not fault of the distributor and the manufacturer, right? So it can be the fault of the seller. But now how can a FSO will come to know whether contamination has happened after the opening of the packet or actually contamination is present in the packed food? So in this case, what they will do, if suppose you are selling open oil, cooking oil, 15-liter jar, so you are selling, the 100 gram or 200 gram, same thing is happening in the local market or kirana dukan, a small kirana dukan. So if sample is lifted that open cooking oil, so same time they can, if a sealed product is available, okay, then they can also take sample from the sealed container. So two sample will be lifted. One is from the open container and one is from the sealed container. Just to compare it. Understood? So this is the regulation. And suppose if sealed container is not there, then no problem. They can take the open products, and wherever the sealed container will be available, okay, they will ask that shopkeeper to go and purchase the sealed container. Take that sealed container. Okay. So because the one brand is all, if you suppose your shop is not having a sealed container of the open food, so you can purchase that sealed container from anyone. Otherwise, if you are not, then open containers report is the final. Okay. And they will intimate food analyst also, this is the open container I have taken from the open container, and these things I have taken from the sealed container. Okay. So that sealed container, based on the sealed container, means it is for the comparison also. Both testing will be done, and then when the result will come, they can compare with the both reports. Sealed always as the open. Okay. Where a food safety officer, the purchaser takes sample. Now we have already spoken. The cost of the sample will be paid. Whoever is taking, whether it is purchaser or the FSO, they have to pay the money, and the money should be calculated at the rate at which the article is sold to the public. So let's say it is the wholesaler. You have collected from the wholesaler. So wholesale rate. Okay. You have to pay money to as per the wholesale rate. Suppose you have taken sample from the retailer, then the retail cost, MRP rate, you have to pay the amount. So that is the simple meaning of this. If you have any questions, you can raise your hands. Okay, no problem with that.
Sir,
Yes, please.
सर जो फोर्थ प्रोसीजर था,
क्या था?
सर एम आई ऑडिबल?
Yes, yes, yes.
सर जो प्रोसीजर फोर्थ था आपने बताया कि लाइक इसमें एक शॉपकीपर है
Hmm.
जिसने प्रोडक्ट लिया,
Hmm.
लाइक किसी एजेंसी से प्रोडक्ट लिया और एजेंसी ने डायरेक्ट मैन्युफैक्चरर या इंडस्ट्री से प्रोडक्ट लिया। तो
Hmm.
सर इसमें मतलब यही कहना चाह रहे हैं ना कि हम मतलब लेके हमने सेल करा, तो अगर इसमें कोई दिक्कत आ रही है तो तीनों को सजा मिलेगी ना सर, यही इसमें है ना फोर्थ वाले में?
Yes, 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 yes. You're right. यही है।
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
तीनों जिम्मेदार है।
ओके सर।
So it is also equally important na कि when you are purchasing the sample, means when you are purchasing any food products, you should get the actual bill. Okay, you should not get the fraud bill, or without bill you cannot purchase. Get actual bill, and so that is the actually that will protect you. That will protect you. Otherwise, the whole case will be on the retailer. If they do not able to see the bill, then whole things will go to the retailer head. Okay, many things can be presumed, like the mislabeling, misbranding, fraudulent activity. Many things can be. Many cases can be booked if they are not able to show the bill. So that's why retailer and everyone should keep the bill. So samples should be collected in a sterile bag or a sterile container. Okay, and it should be it should be leak proof. There should not be leakage. Airtight containers. Okay, so that is the meaning of this. Now there are two types of sample will be taken. One is packed food can be lifted, and another one is the loose food. So like from the bulk quantity, some sample will be collected. Okay, so packed food and loose food. So if packed food is there, then no further packaging is required. So I will guide you how packaging, what is the meaning of packaging. Okay, so no further packaging is required on the packed food. But if they are collecting loose food, then they have the protocol to do this. They have to follow certain protocol. So that is the meaning of this. The provided if sealed package marketed by the manufacturer, food business operator is taken as a sample, further sealing in separate container will not be required. So any packed food means it is not required to keep that packed food in some container, a pouch or something, then seal it. It is not required. Okay, it can be taken as like this. It means you can also say ki, the it should not be food materials must not be transferred to the other another container. So that is the another meaning. It's the if it is packet, then whole packet can be taken as a sample. So this decision can be taken by the FSO only. So if you become the FSO, you should know if it is loose, you have to take it into the sterile container, and if sample is packed condition, already pre-packaged condition, so then it needs not to be transferred in the packet. Okay, now there is one another set of the questions. Can you please answer it? Can FSO also send notice to manufacturer, distributor, or supplier after collecting legal sample from FBO? So there are two options. Which option is correct? Option A and option B. So here let me put option A and option B. Let me write the name. So above one is option A and lower one is option B. Okay. Let me share it is. So answer it on WhatsApp group. Yes, of course. Whenever the food business operator discloses, so it is with the terms and condition. If food business operator is disclosing, then yes. Alright. So whenever the food business operator discloses that the product has been obtained from the manufacturers, then which one of the following is not empowered to take food sample? Okay. Okay. What is the correct answer? You can type. Meanwhile, certain correction is there. Which one of the following is not empowered to take food sample? Which one of the following? F-O double L order. Sorry, I do not have any questions. By mistake, I have raised my hand. So you said what you said? What is the correct answer? Which one of the following is not empowered to take food sample? So food analyst is not empowered. Okay, only 2% is empowered. Very good. Now, which one of the following process should FSO follow during legal food sample? Read it carefully and answer it. Which of the following process should FSO follow during legal food sampling? Okay. So it is all of the above. Now, okay, very good. Which of the following forms will be issued by FSO to notify FBO immediately of sample collection? So notice which one of the following form will be used as notice? Notice. Okay, so you said what was your answer? B. Yeah, that is the correct. So here let me give this number. You are absolutely right. That is the option number B. Now, what is the next questions? How is the cost of food sample taken for analysis calculated while sampling from FBO? So it's all about the price which will be paid to the FBO. So how cost will be calculated? What is your answer? You are saying B. Based on the price at which the article is sold to the public. Very good. Now, once samples are drawn from both an opened and unopened container of the same article, what should be done next? It's very easy questions. Answer it, please. So, if sample has been taken from open and then unopened containers of the same article, then what food safety officers need to do? So, send them to the quality control department. No, initiate them to the food analyst. So, intimate them. Okay, they have to inform to the food analyst. Okay, what is the right answer of this? So, in the event where a sample is drawn from open container, what additional action is required from the FSO trying the sample? Okay, this is the same questions, but it is in the different language. So, answer it. This is the same questions. I hope each one of you will answer it. I am waiting your reply. What happens? Reply has started decline. So they need to seal the open container. Okay, it's not their business. They need to draw a sample from another open container. No. If the sample has been collected, then another container is not required. They need to draw a second sample from container in its original conditions of the same article bearing the same declaration. Okay, that is the correct. They must discard the original open container. No. So correct option is C. Now, who is not responsible for paying for the cost of food sample taken for analysis? So when food sample is being collected, who will not pay the amount? Who will not pay the amount? So question is very straightforward. Who will not pay the amount? Who will not pay the amount, Sunidhi? Who will not pay the amount? Who will pay amount? That is not the option. And each one of you are not carefully reading. They are saying who is not responsible for paying the cost of the food sample taken. Who is not responsible for paying?
Sir, FSO.
Are you are still confused, Hemant. Hemant, purchaser and FSO both will pay the amount. Okay, when the sample is collecting, suppose FSO is collecting the sample, FSO have to pay the amount. The cost, the cost of the sale, they have to pay. Understood, Hemant?
Yes, sir.
So purchaser has to pay and the FSO both have to pay. But from whom you have taken sample, why they should pay their? Suppose I have taken sample from you, then you need not to pay the cost. Now, why you should pay the cost? I have taken sample, so I will pay the cost. B and C, who is not responsible for paying? No, it's option correct. B and C is wrong. So option is wrong here. It's not the B and C. I am correcting it. Option is A. Okay. It is A. Why it is A? Because the question is saying who shall not pay. So who shall not pay means the person from whom the sample is taken. Okay, so we will take break today here till here. Now, what is the rank of my today's session? Out of 5, how much marks we will give? Tomorrow we will complete this. Okay, so what marks you will give for today's session? Okay, so again I request you, please give me your video feedback in video form. I have not received anyone, so still I will request you, just record it. If you do not understand, I will tell you, like, keep open your front camera. Okay, and you can speak about our session, how you feel, and then you can send that video to me personally, not in the group, but personally you can send me. Okay, where I will use in my websites only. I will in my websites I will put your video as a feedback, so that those who is visiting our website, they can see how our session is going on, how we are working hard. Okay, so that is the whole purpose of this. So thank you so much for joining the today's session. We will see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care. Good
Thank you,
night.
sir.
Thank you.